put you... All right, let's go. Here we go.
Sounds relatively symmetrical to me.
Good.
And
Excellent.
And I have both ears.
You have 2 ears that work. You lucky fucker. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Mike
G'day.
at the... what's the bar called? The Barking Dog.
The Dancing Dog.
Dancing Dog. God, I'm good. I should work in promos. We're here for the Mad Dog stand-up comedy night, open mic comedy night.
Yep.
And Mike here, you run this night, yes?
Apparently, mainly because everyone else who ran it stopped showing up.
Well, there was a few stabbings, I've heard. To be fair.
Attempted.
Oh, well, no, an attempt. Okay, no, that's different then. That's different. And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, God, don't ask. Can we talk about the room? The room has been running for a bit over 3 years.
Yep.
I know the answer to that question right off the top of my head.
Okay, good.
And I definitely was setting up for the second birthday. I was the one who set up for the second birthday party. So,
Right, okay.
So more than a year.
Yeah.
Less than 3 years.
Wait, hang on. Now you're going to make me do more than a year, less than 3 year 3. Okay, yeah. There'll be an equation on the website. Do we have a website?
Yeah, we do.
We probably do, don't we?
Yeah. maddogcomedy.com.au.
There we go. Is that where this is going to be hosted? Why not? Let's just say that now, and we can always change it later.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can redact that at a certain point.
If you go to maddogcomedy.com.au,
Yep.
you'll find something that mentions this, which is the wrong way around, because if you're hearing this, then you've already
found it. Then this whole conversation's been pointless.
There's no point advertising how to find the podcast on the podcast.
That's so true. That's a good point. I did notice a couple of famous musicians have just rolled in the room here. We have Zack Dyer.
Oh, yes.
World famous for that amazing moustache.
Oh, man. Wouldn't you just love to ride that?
Well, if you're up for a moustache ride, then Zack, yeah, definitely he's the man. Although if you're up for a beard ride, I'm going to say, very few are going to come to close. You have black belt and beard.
Oh, look, this is a beard of laziness right now.
So's mine.
I moved house relatively recently, and I haven't unpacked or found the box with all my beard grooming attachments and shit in it yet.
Wait, you have beard grooming attachments?
Oh, look, I just have one
Hair clippers,
really
yeah.
good clipper thing.
Yeah.
That's no, it's a special one for like facial and head stuff. It's like, because it's curved.
Yeah.
It's got a curve to it, so
Yeah.
you can just you can use it as a comb over your head and just brush your hair off.
I need to see this thing. That sounds amazing.
I'll bring it in next week. Maybe I'll cut my hair off on stage or something.
No, don't cut your hair off. I love your hair. If my hair looked like that when it got long, I would have long hair.
Oh no, I've got to get rid of it. It's shitting me.
Well, my girlfriend who's just sitting right there, she loves men with a shaved head, which is just coincidental because I happened to have that when we met. But I've been threatening to grow it long, and she swears she'll still love me. But no, not so much with long hair. No, she's shaking her head.
No, the only thing mine's got going for it at the moment is if I give it a little flick, which is I'm about to do a visual thing, which is like a great idea.
Perfect for a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, if I give it a little flick like that,
I'll talk about. So the Pantene, like the maybe it's Maybelline. No, not Maybelline. The Pantene flick. Yeah,
I give it a little flick with my hand, and in my head,
you look like Brooke Shields.
A perfect shampoo commercial.
It is a perfect shampoo. Do you remember? Okay, so I was talking to this about somebody just recently. Do you remember the Decore ad that came out in about 1989 or 1990? Decore. You're the same age as me. We figured this out a couple of weeks ago. So have you been back and watched that ad recently?
I did, and I don't know why.
Because there is a girl literally giving a shampoo bottle a hand job in that commercial.
Yeah. I found that ad on YouTube and watched it in its entirety
75 times.
About a month ago, and I can't remember why.
Yeah. I remember exactly why, because I used to jerk off to it when I was 15. That's how I fucking remember.
No, I used to watch. I was looking for something else from around that era, and I found that.
Right. Not Kylie's locomotion video, nothing like... No.
No. I can't remember what the big thing for me back then was.
No.
It's all just lost in the mist of time.
Wouldn't you love to be able to go back to where you could just find your mum's Cosmo mag and be like, fuck yeah!
Oh, no.
I'm beating off tonight!
At a very, very early point, I legit found, I had one of those discovery of a hardcore porn magazine in the woods moments. I had a legit one of those.
Tell me that story, because I have one similar.
Okay.
I want to hear this.
I can't remember exactly the circumstances, but I remember taking it to primary school and being a god for a day.
Wait, primary school?
Primary school. This is a primary school. Like, yeah, this is
Oh
late
my
primary school.
God,
Like
that's
grade
epic.
5,
You would have
grade
been a
6.
legend.
Hardcore pornography, not like soft airbrush stuff. I mean like big throbbing cocks. And, like and, like,
And who doesn't love a big throbbing cock?
but no, like at primary school age, that anatomy lesson was just like, wow,
Yeah.
that's different to everything I thought was real.
Actually, so I'm just going to refer to Mel here in the front row again. So she teaches anatomy, and she has grown people coming up to her afterwards lectures and going, where are the 2 holes on a girl? Is there another hole I don't know about? Like, there are literally people who don't know where cum goes. And they are training to be medical professionals. I fucking kid you not. Yeah. So sorry, was that the end of your story?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So so they still speak of you at that school, like he had throbbing penis porn.
Yeah, I can't remember much about the actual content. I remember it. I remember reading the really crappy description. They had these token words describing what was happening in the pages.
No one reads
as if
the
you
words.
couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
yourself. It's like, you need it. Someone thought what this sequence of hardcore pornographic images needs is a narrative.
A terrible description. Then he put his penis in the vagina.
These people,
generally a good idea.
No one's going to be able to relate to this unless these people have names.
Barry over here. So I had a very similar experience. I used to walk home. I went to school in Wanturna High School. I used to walk home through a little nature reserve that was kind of like a little forest in the middle of our suburb. And I remember going through, there was like a little hut that had clearly been put together by children. And I remember walking through there one day, and there was the badass kids used to smoke. And one day I went through there, and there was nobody there, and I saw like a pile of like ripped paper. And I was like, oh, what's that? And I picked a piece up, and there was a picture of a beautiful hairy bush on there. And I was like, I was 15. I was like, oh my God. And I hid it in that hut. And I used to sneak every night on the way home. I'd stop in that little hut and jerk off like a fucking demon. Then one day I realized just behind where I was hiding it, there was a stack of magazines hidden in like kind of the rafters of this little hut. Pull them down, I'm flicking through them. The first one I flick through, I'm like, wow, this is hot, like full-on porn, like you say. Well, this was more like penthouse style, so kind of hidden penetration, but you could see penises and things. And I flick through it, and I see a page where there's a little piece missing. And I find my little bit, and I go, uh-oh. And I hold it over that little bit, and it's a dude's armpit. I was so excited to see short curly hair. I'd been jerking off to a dude's armpit for about 3 months.
Did that have any long-term fetish kind of like build up for you?
Well, I was going to say, what are you doing later?
No, I was like, did this put you in a pro or con shaved or unshaved position fundamentally, or?
Well, you'd think it would, but what's actually happened, and I don't know if it's because I've got the ADHDs or what, but what has actually happened is I just like having my penis touched, sucked, and fucked, and I don't really mind. You can be hairy, you can be skinny. If I'm into you, I'm into you.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I do have a preference for dudes' armpits.
Okay.
So like I said, what are you doing later?
Well, I don't shave, so...
Did you hear that? He doesn't shave. And so what's happening here tonight?
Okay, we're going to have open mic comedy,
Yep.
which I hope most people would be familiar with. I mean, even if you don't do comedy, you'd know that, comedians have to figure things out somewhere. Yes.
And this, I have to say, I've done this room like maybe 4 times. It is, and I'm only a new comedian, this is by far my favourite room, because if you're 44 and you can make young, clever comedians laugh, you are killing it, because they don't want to laugh at you.
Fair call. I've never really thought about the age thing, to be honest.
No.
It's like, I just, look. Oh no, I'm not going to digress onto that at the moment. I've got this whole theory about how I haven't aged for 10 years that I will get into at one point.
Right.
But it needs props, and I don't have the stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week, definitely. I need to hear the end of that story.
Stay tuned for that. All right. I'm gonna go and shake some people's hands now.
Why don't we get our MC or one of our other performers over here?
Does anyone see Caili?
Caili was there. I just saw her.
I bet she's gone out for a smoke.
We could grab Jake for a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Where's Jake?
Here we go. Here he comes. Oh, and Tony's here. We'll have to talk to
Oh,
Tony.
yeah, get Tony on. All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You'll be next, Jake. Here comes. This is ladies and gentlemen. That was Mike, our host of Mad Dog Comedy. This here is Tony Ridler. Join us on the couch here, Tony. Pull up some headphones. There you go. You got those. That's just so I can, so you can hear when you're not holding the mic properly. That's your microphone there.
Oh, there.
There you go. You can just hold it if you want.
Hi. Oh, there it is.
There you go. How are you,
I can
Tony?
hear myself speak. Thank you.
You can. Can you hear yourself think though? Can you hear yourself think?
I'm not psychotic yet, but I get there one day.
Wait, you're not psychotic yet? Why are you doing stand-up comedy?
Why? I think because I.
That actually wasn't a real question. I was just like, if you're not psychotic, why are you doing stand-up? But no, this is a great question now.
Yes, yeah.
I want to
Why
hear
am I
this
doing?
answer.
Why am I doing comedy if I'm not psychotic?
Yeah.
Because I think I probably am,
Perfect answer.
and it's just my self-diagnosis.
Perfect. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I do. It's just the thoughts that I think to myself are quite.
Better off shared in a room full of crazy people?
Yes, I think I do. I actually do.
And you don't drink enough to go to AA, obviously.
I actually am seeing a psychologist off my own accord.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because people have in the past, after I shared my thoughts with them, they told me that I am. I shall beep that. Can you beep?
I can delete anything you want.
Well, I'll say the nice word. The nice word they say.
Don't worry,
that
Tony. No one's going to listen to this podcast.
The nice way they say it. The nice way to say it. I'm crazy.
Yeah. I don't think you're crazy. You're actually. I've listened to a lot of people in this room. You're one of the least crazy out of all of them.
And then the nastiest ones, they say that I always talk shit.
No, not at all.
It's really got conditioned into my thinking that that's how I'm thinking. And I thought, because these people are kind of like friends.
They become almost a little bit like family because you see them all the time. So one of my other questions for you, I do a lot of, I do some jokes about how I'm not the youngest person in the room.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess you're a little bit not as young as me.
60 plus, man.
60 plus? Bullshit.
63 at the end of this year.
Holy crap. I hope I look like you when I'm 45, which is this year. Man, you've aged well. How did you do that? You got divorced young, didn't you?
You're getting the peppery spots in your head there, Billy.
Yeah.
You're getting grey and black simultaneously, so that's where I am at the moment.
But I was grey when I was 22. And do you know what grey people don't do? We don't go bald.
Oh, lucky you,
More
man.
power.
I'm going.
Hey, if you're 60 plus, you're doing fine.
I'm pinning at the top over there. But my haircut at the moment, my hairstyle, that's all I've got is a mohawk. I claim it to be a mohawk.
I like it. No, I like it.
That's
and
it
so, what are you going to do for us tonight? You got anything new tonight, or what are you going to?
I've actually been like streamlining some of my jokes. They're like segues.
Good.
And some of them are kind of like have this, curious coincidences to them.
Ah,
so
okay.
It may give an insight as to my trend of thought.
I like it.
Generally.
I like it. You've gone with a more subdued tracksuit tonight, I noticed.
Yeah, the purple is still there.
Yeah, the purple's there, I noticed.
The green.
My girlfriend and I were actually shopping the other night, and we saw a tracksuit, and we were like, Tony would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, there were matching ones. We were going to get them turn up together.
There you
but
go.
I didn't want to be stealing your look.
Yeah, you can steal it, man. It's called pinching material, but that's all I got,
get it.
man.
Pinching material.
That's all I got, man. I've got nothing else. If nobody steals my material, it's not worth nothing. I'm doing this for nothing, please.
It's almost not a compliment if you're a comedian and no one steals your jokes.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, that's yours.
It's even a greater insult if I tell somebody I've actually pinched your joke. Say no way.
They're like, you're gonna fuck it up. Don't worry about it.
Definitely not my joke. Nobody hear it.
Oh no.
Yes, I have pinched your joke.
And you've done this room for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you like this room? Obviously you do, but
yeah.
what do you like about this room?
Well, some of the things was I have been living locally for many years. So
Yep.
I've come.
Don't give out
across
your
from-
address.
I used to live in Ascot Vale.
Okay,
I'm
don't
living
give out
in-
your address, Tony.
I've been living in Brunswick. I'm a regular in Footscray.
Right.
I walk around here frequently.
Yeah.
I went to school here in Footscray.
Yeah.
1976. That'll give you my age.
Wow.
Year
So I
t-
can remember writing 1979 in grade 1. I can remember writing 1979 in my school diary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're both fucking old.
Yeah.
You're way older though. You don't look it though, so you're killing it.
Thanks, man.
And you're looking forward to tonight?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? It's a bunch of similar looking faces here, aren't they?
Couple of similar looking faces, couple of new faces, couple of similar yeah.
Yeah. And I think that the thing I really like about this room is there's kind of a controlled chaos to it, isn't there?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like at any moment it could just go off the rails
Yes,
completely.
it's always been like that.
I love it. I
It's
love that
always-
about it. Yeah.
It's all.
Here's Zach. We have to say hello to Zach in a minute.
Yeah. One of the original room runners is
Yeah.
Mr.
Ah.
Kevin Uskokovic,
Okay.
and he's been doing this room for a few years.
Yeah.
And one of the stories I like sharing with people was when I first started coming here,
Yeah.
it was just Kevin, a couple of his mates, and me.
So you each did 40 minutes.
And it was just Kevin would get on, then a couple of his mates would come, and then me, and it was just like that. It was like that for maybe 1 or 2 nights,
Yeah.
and then I'm sure there were a lot of other people who kept coming and going anyhow.
Yeah. Oh, that
But,
sounds good. I would have liked
Kevin
it back
was
then.
Kevin was the original room runner from what I could think of.
Yeah.
He's handled it over. Mike picked up the button.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's been good to talk to you, Tony.
Thank you, Billy.
We might try. Why don't you hop up and see if you can grab Zach for us on your way
Man,
past?
I couldn't even share you one of my jokes over there, but
No, don't share your jokes on the podcast. Save them for the stage, man.
I got the thing with the material thing. I actually pinched that joke from somebody else.
I like it.
I don't know Karen.
See if Zach or Jake want to come and say hello real quick.
Thanks, mate.
Here we are, the one and only Zack Dyer,
Hello, what's going on here?
one of my
What am I
favourite
doing?
moustaches in Melbourne, the Melbourne comedy scene.
That's a deep pool to draw from as well. I'm very proud of that.
I like it, and you do have the what I've always referred to as a fine example of the mullet
Yeah.
going on. I'm impressed. I wish I could pull it off. I can't.
You can't do
I
it?
clearly
have you,
cannot.
Have you tried?
I know. I'm more of a flat top guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm a bit older.
Yeah, short back and sides.
Yeah.
I always find the people that are most offended by my haircut are middle-aged women.
Offended by it?
Offended, yeah. They're the ones that have the worst reaction to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it harkens back to their blue light disco days or
Yeah,
something.
I think so. Yeah, they think
They're
maybe
like,
think
I
I'm
think
taking
that
the
guy
piss or something.
might have fingered me under the stairs at the Ferntree Gully blue
Yeah,
light.
But
I might have to edit that out. I don't know what
reality,
the rating is on this.
it might have been me dad. Who knows?
So you had a fundraiser roast night?
Yeah, I did.
How did that go? I
was great.
totally meant to be there, but I ended up having to be elsewhere.
Yeah, it was
But
lots of fun.
how was it? It was good?
Yeah. We raised a bit of cash for
Yeah.
my trip over to Edinburgh. And
And you're going?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely going. Yeah.
Are you pumped or are you terrified?
A little bit of both. I'm just worried about getting all the financial shit sorted
Yeah.
beforehand. Once everything's sorted and worried about, I think
Yeah.
the excitement will come.
Which is weird because one thing comedians are known for is being good with finances.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm one of the outliers.
Yeah. It's more like standing in front of a fucking one of those jet engines and just throwing money into it with us.
Yeah.
Just like, there
Yeah,
it goes.
basically.
That's my week's wage.
Piss it up the wall.
And how long have you been coming to Mad Dog?
Since I moved here, basically, so about a year and a half.
Wait, where are you from?
Townsville.
Townsville?
Yeah, North
Jesus.
Queensland.
Wow, okay. That's really fucking far away.
Yeah, it is. 2.5 days drive.
How do you deal with the cold?
Put on lots of layers. Stay inside.
Yeah. I grew up in South Africa, man. This winter here fucking sucks.
Oh really?
Yeah, it sucks ass.
Does it get cold? It's pretty.
Not where I grew up. No,
no.
25 degrees in winter,
Oh,
27 in summer.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Perfect.
Oh, so just stay steady. That's decent.
Yeah. No, it's good. And some familiar faces here tonight. There's a couple of new ones. What do you reckon? We're going to have a good one?
I reckon it's going to be a good one, mate. It's been great the last few times I've been here. Mad Dog's been going off.
I've been I'm relatively. I've only been doing comedy for a couple of years, but I've had a bit of time off, and then just recently I've started working in Melbourne. in Hoppers Crossing, but staying in Melbourne. So I've been coming here. I think this is my 5th or 6th time. And this is actually my favourite room that I've done.
Yeah?
Because it's kind of like a controlled chaos. It's like
That's exactly right. I was
anything
about to
might
say.
happen.
Yeah, any vagrant might blow in from the
Yeah,
street out
yeah.
here at Footscray. There's something wild always happens.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And you don't necessarily have to be funny to get a laugh. You can also be terrifying.
Oh, yeah,
That will
definitely.
definitely get a laugh.
Yeah. It definitely fits the mood.
Yeah, yeah. And are you going to be doing anything new tonight? What's the
I think
plan?
so. I've only got one thing that I know that I'm going to do. I've only done it once on stage before, so
Yep.
I'll do that. And then, I don't know, I'm yet to go through my notes and see what else I want to try.
Are you a note writer? I'm like I say, I'm only new. I'm learning about this thing. So are you a note writer?
Yeah,
or?
I just jot things down on my
Yep.
phone. Like, I
Okay.
find it hard to sit down and write.
Yeah.
Because I don't,
Well, because we all have fucking ADHD,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
none of us
definitely.
can sit down and write.
Yeah,
I've written
yeah.
notes on my hand for the first time tonight.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
done that before.
I've done that a few times. I don't like to do it, though, because it
No.
becomes like a bit of a crutch, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You constantly go back to it. I used to take notes on stage a little bit as well, but I found if you just move past that and just not have that as an option, then you become better on the fly, you know? So if you forget something, you just figure
Gotta
something
figure
else
something
out, you know?
So how long do you have to do in Edinburgh?
I'm going over from the 5th until the 28th.
No, I mean on stage. How
On
long? do you-
stage. Well, they've entered me into the
Yeah.
equivalent of raw comedy over there.
So that's only like 5 or something.
It'll be like a 5 to
Yeah,
7
yeah.
minute spot, I think.
Because
Yeah.
I've seen you several times now, and you crush 5. So you don't have. But like, how would you go with something longer than that? Like, do you reckon you must have done that a few times? now?
Yeah, I did a festival show where I was doing
Yep.
15 to 20 every night.
Okay.
I've done 30-minute sets and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
You look very comfortable on stage. I aspire to that kind of level of comfort.
It's just getting up all the time.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
up
I'm
and
just
stuff.
standing up there the whole time thinking, is my fly down and am I peeing?
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. Well, I think we might, leave it there.
Yeah, let's keep the rotation
I've
happening.
been promising to. I've called Jake up like 4 times.
But he keeps fucking off.
Well, no, every
Oh,
time
there he
someone
is.
else
All
jumps
right,
in
there
front
he
of
is.
him.
He's ready to go.
Thank
You're
you,
right.
Zach.
No worries,
and,
mate.
good luck tonight, and
you very much.
can't wait to see what you do in Edinburgh.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the mic, the one and only Magic Budgie.
What's up?
What's up, Jakey boy? How are you?
Good, good. I'm not going to look at you. I'm just.
No, don't look at me. Don't look at me, because I'm going to be slowly rubbing my crutch the whole time we're talking.
Okay. So, what are we talking about?
We've got a pretty full house tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, the lineup tonight on the whatever date it is today.
I have no idea.
The
6th.
6th of June
A
is.
scientist just yelled out that it's the 6th, though we should believe her.
So the gig starts at about 8, and there is
Yeah.
already about like 20 people in the room.
At least.
So it's going to be a busy night.
But you did see the sign-up sheet, Jake. Who's first on the sign-up sheet?
I am first on the sign-up sheet.
And who's second?
You?
Yeah, boy.
But do you know who you just interviewed before me?
I know Zack Dyer. Yeah, totally.
Raw comedy winner.
Yeah,
Zack
you
Dyer?
can take that out of the stand and just hold it if you want. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can take it.
You
I thought
totally. No, you can just hold it.
Cool.
Not all comedians know how to hold a microphone. I know that you do.
I know
so.
how to hold a penis. But no,
But what sort of penis, Jake? Are we talking a big, meaty, throbbing one, or just a little limp, scared one, or?
I feel
Or
like
can
I
you?
want to talk about comedy now.
Hey, you brought up penises, not me.
I know, true.
I'm not editing that out either. I think he wants to hold my penis. Did you hear that, Zach?
That's not what I want. Anyway, comedy tonight should be fun. I'm
Yep.
going to try some new material.
Something different, yeah?
Yeah, some new stuff. So
I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try jokes.
that is different.
Yeah.
Should be good. But yeah, I'm looking forward tonight. It'll be lots of fun. And
How many times have you done this room, or how long have you been coming here?
so I've been coming here for about just over a year now. But since about 2 months ago, almost weekly. So.
Yeah. It's a fun room, isn't it?
Yeah, Mad Dog's a room when anything can happen.
It's not an easy room, but it's a fun room, I find.
Yeah, it's really fun. And
Yeah.
it's a room where you can try anything and it's just lots of fun. It's mostly comedians in the audience, so
Yep. And usually they don't want to laugh at you, but if they do, you're doing all right.
definitely.
And have you, like you and I were here a few weeks ago when we saw a little bit of chaos. Have you seen much other chaos in this room?
I've seen drug-related chaos.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing any of that again tonight?
No, not tonight. But Yeah, like anything could happen
Yeah.
this night. Like a few weeks ago during my set, I stood on a chair while I did my set.
Okay, you
So
stood
that
on a
was
chair,
cool.
right.
Yeah.
Why did you do? Oh, actually, no, that would involve you having to tell your joke. Don't do that.
No, it wasn't like a joke or anything though. That's the
Yeah.
whole point of it. I just stood on a chair and did my set.
Oh, okay.
Like
Nice.
there was no point to it. I'm just like,
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm going to just stand on the chair.
Because I actually constantly look at this couch and think I want to just lie on it and do lie-down comedy instead of stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Mad Dog's a
I'm sure it's
room.
been done, though.
Yeah, well, probably. Like
Yeah.
everything's been done.
Mm.
So yeah,
Jake's, just for the people who are listening to this, Jake is giving the finger to somebody who is taking a photograph of us. Now let's both give her the finger. Ready? Say cheese dicks.
cheese. Wait, cheese sticks or cheese sticks?
I'll have to edit that out. We can't leave that in. All right. But anyway, so you pumped for tonight?
Yeah, I'm pumped.
You
for
ready to go?
tonight. It's like the atmosphere. You can feel it.
It's
like,
electric. Oh, here's
yeah.
Caili. We have to talk to Caili.
Do we though?
Yeah, no,
I think
maybe
it'll
not.
be time to start it early though. So
Will it?
maybe you like interview Caili and then
Let's see. All right, we got 7:30.
maybe
Mike? Caili, would you like to say hello? Would you like to... She has no idea why she's coming up here, so... Hi, Caili. I'm Billy. We did meet before briefly. It's actually... I've sat down during a set on this couch, and it's actually difficult to get up if you're my age. It's like, fuck, my hip hurts. There you
Actually,
go.
I believe I am your age.
How old are you? No, you're not my age.
I'm 43.
Fuck! You're a year younger than me. You are my age. You can just handhold it.
Yeah,
I just
that's
put it in
better.
the stand because a lot of comedians, bizarrely enough, don't know how to hold a fucking mic, and they just do this as they're talking.
Yeah, how do we, oh my God, what do we do till we talk
Yeah.
away from this? And we're back again. Hi.
It's easy for me. All I do is make sure it's continuously just rubbing my beard. So if you could just let it rub your beard gently as you're doing it.
You're lucky because I was going to get rid of my beard this week. I didn't get around to getting to the salon, so.
Just for the record,
I've
Caili
saved it.
does not have a beard. Not even slightly.
I mean, there's a couple of little, I am 43, so I'm starting to get the,
do you ever do that thing where you just look and it's like overnight there's suddenly I get this one that grows out of the side of my nose.
yeah.
Just boom, overnight. There's
Yep.
like a 4-inch hair growing out of the side of my fucking
I
nose.
have a mole under my chin that every morning I'm like, where's my tweezers? I've just got to, that was too much information, wasn't it?
That was not nearly enough information, actually. We need photographs. This is going to be on a website, apparently. Mike promises me.
No, you've got to let me get my tweezers out before we get the photographs.
And so you're emceeing tonight?
I am emceeing tonight.
Are you pumped?
I mean, okay. Ish.
It does look like when you look around the room tonight at the people who've signed up, you kind of go, let's just call Crime Watch and go, I think they're here. They're here. Most of them are
Microphone is
here.
therapy night. Mad Dog is often microphone is therapy night. You would
Yes.
get some amazing comics show up. And we also get some people show up who
Yeah.
just want to kind of vent about their life in a public space. And,
Yeah.
and it's everything in between, which
Absolutely.
is really fun.
Well, see, I went to AA for like 16 years and then
Oh,
realized
same
you could
thing.
come to comedy nights
Yep.
and drink and still get to talk.
Exactly.
That's way fucking better.
Yeah, I mean, the AA, the biggest issue with AA is
the-
A, you've got to take turns, and B, no
They're not
booze.
drinking.
There's
They're not
no
drinking.
booze.
And they trick you with it. You walk in and they go, one day at a time. But we all know that's fucking code for no more drinking ever again. And the smart ones go, nah, I'm going to
Today
go
you
do
can't
comedy.
have a beer. Tomorrow you can't have a beer.
Yeah.
The next day you can't have a beer. But just one day at a time you can't have a beer.
No, I don't.
This is not
What
part of
I-
my life plan.
No, what I've done instead is one day once in a while. That's what I do.
What, one day once in a while?
Once in a
off?
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink every night, just every night for the last 7 years.
I'm trying to remember. I'm sure I had a booze-free day in the last 2 weeks. I think it was Saturday. Oh, no, that's not true. I had half a glass of wine on Saturday. No, I
Liar. Fucking liar.
fucked it.
So, and you've performed here before, I'm assuming?
have,
Yeah,
yep,
probably many,
yep.
many times.
I've done a few times here. I've emceed here a couple of
Yep.
times. We run CWA, the Comedy Women's Association, otherwise
I'm
known
not
as
getting a spot there, am I?
Cunts with Attitude.
Okay, now I no longer have to edit anything else out of this podcast.
that could be a bleep if you have
Yeah,
to. We started that here.
Oh, okay, and where is that now?
Well, we're doing that. We've got the other comedy room that we're starting called Tribute Comedy and CWA over at South Melbourne.
Right,
At the
okay.
Maori Chief.
Right, okay, yeah, I'm familiar with the Maori Chief. Do you know any of these other faces in the room right now? Yeah, obviously a couple of them, maybe.
Yeah, no, I know quite a few of the faces. Comedy in Melbourne's surprisingly a small community.
Yep.
There's a lot of comics, but
Yeah.
it's it's really easy to get to know everyone.
And how long have you actually been doing comedy?
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
Yeah.
So we've been doing comedy the same amount of time, and you're already an MC.
Oh, I'm just...
What the
allowed.
fuck? Is it because I don't have a vagina? No, I'm kidding.
That's-
No, it's probably
I
because I'm not
entirely
funny.
thought you had a
Actually,
vagina. My mistake.
I have a vagina. It's just right there.
There's so many things wrong with that. Like, so many things.
I literally just
right.
gestured
Well,
towared my girlfriend.
You did. And now she's looking at you saying, yeah, you're never going to see it again. Or at
no,
least
she's
not for
okay
some
with it.
time. And that is the right response. Yeah, I've been doing it for less than 2 years,
Yep.
but
But you're clearly funny then.
well, I
obviously.
make no promises.
How do you get funny? Can you help me?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe I don't drink enough. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it is.
it.
You've got to
Drink
load the
more.
beer cannon before you can be
Yeah,
funny.
absolutely. No, that's not true. No, I used to, years ago, I was like a party DJ and vague club
I
DJ.
DJ too.
Yeah, and emceed weddings and
Have
sprinked
we,
out the front of shops.
have we
and-
dated?
I don't think so.
Possible. Did we meet at an AA meeting?
No, not even a little bit. No, no, we haven't dated. 'cause
Wouldn't that be
girls with
weird? Right here on
microphones don't
stage
get
in front of
dates.
my girlfriend where we're like, oh my God, we were totally together once.
No, girls with microphones don't get dates.
No, that's true.
Boys with microphones don't want a girl with a microphone because they want to be the star. And girls
That's
with
true.
microphones have seen you boys with microphones,
And they don't
we're
want
not
nothing
stupid.
to do with us. That's
So-
right. Yeah, that's why I BYO a girlfriend, because I know it's not going to happen here.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's actually legitimately a thing. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of female comics don't tend to be partnered up. And
Well,
it's a running-
and you clearly wouldn't date male comics
no.
because you're not fucking crazy.
No, and
I mean,
they
you
are.
are, but you're not that
Yeah.
crazy.
Our craziness aligns too much. We all want to be
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the same stage with the microphone, and we all want to be the superstar.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just never going to work out.
Yeah, yeah. So with this this is such an embarrassing story. When I bought this podcasting equipment, I bought one of those kind of stage microphone stands.
Okay.
And I would stand in my lounge room at night when everyone else was asleep and practice my jokes with my mic.
That's great.
Just so I felt like I was on stage.
No, that's
I put my
legitimately a
son's
good
soft
thing.
toys on the mantelpiece so that I was like, there's a crowd.
No, that's fantastic.
Those are some of the best nights I ever did.
with the
You
best,
burped.
the
You
best
coughed and I
response.
burped right there. We're professionals,
I'm
ladies
gonna
and
be
gentlemen.
great emceeing tonight. I can't even get a whole sentence out without coughing. I have taken cold and flu medicine, so that's a good start.
Excellent. So I didn't need it, but I just took it anyway.
No, a couple of comics I know used to live together, and that was something they did, was had a
Right.
microphone set up in the lounge room so that in front of a mirror, so if either of them ever wanted to
Yep.
like just run through their sets,
that's a
they
great
would just
idea.
do it in the lounge room.
Because it is totally different. Like, you can just tell a funny story, but as soon as you have a mic in your hand, it's different, isn't it?
It
There's
really,
something about it that's weird.
I actually did a gig a couple of weeks ago where the microphone failed, and because it was a
no.
really small room, we did our sets sans microphone with no
Worst
microphone.
AA meeting ever.
It was actually, it was really challenging. Like, the microphone
Yeah,
was there
yeah.
if we wanted it as a safety net, but because
Yeah.
it was a small gig, there was only like
You didn't
10 to
need it,
15
really.
punters.
Yeah.
You didn't need it. It was a really small room, and we just got
Yeah.
up without the microphone, and it was really
I don't know if I could do it.
freeing.
I feel like I would scratch my balls too much.
Well, that's what I did.
That's you
Which
scratch
just
your
amused
balls.
everybody.
You're like, come here, let me scratch some balls while you.
No, they were entirely mine. Can't you tell, sweetheart?
Hey, wait a minute, that's a fetish of mine. So go easy.
Oh,
Maybe
and it
we do
just
have
got
to
weird.
edit this. We just made. See, I made it weird already. Anyway, it's getting noisy in here,
It
and I
is,
think we're
and
gonna wrap it
have
up
to
now.
Start
and
the show soon. Do you
Absolutely.
want somebody else?
No, I think let's just make
Pretty
all
much
of them
covers it.
wish that they got interviewed tonight.
I
and
think
we
that's
can,
fair,
This
yeah.
is the inaugural, penultimate. Wait, no, that's
No,
second
that's
last.
second
No, that's
last.
not right. Well, it could actually be both of those things.
We haven't decided yet.
It may well be both those things. But thank you for chatting with us here,
No
Hayley.
problem.
And
Thanks for having me.
Caili. God, it's an unusual spelling too.
It is an unusual
What's with
spelling.
that?
I was born in Canberra in the 70s, and my parents were a bit weird.
They were bored.
Bit
They're like,
weird.
there's nothing else going on here. May as well name our kid something weird.
And funnily
My
enough,
name's Billy Joe. I feel your pain.
Yeah, so you've got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Funnily enough, my name is Caili, and it's spelled Caili.
Yeah, yeah.
People, when they announce me on stage, get my first name right, but fuck up my last name.
What's your last name?
Christian?
How
Right? I get
how do they
Christensen.
fuck up?
Christensen.
Christensen.
Caili Christensen. I'm like, how do you fuck that up?
Do you know that if I ever work and get to a point in my comedy career where I get to introduce you,
You will be able
I'm
to
going
do
to
that
call
soon.
you Caleb Christaberry. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Christaberry.
That's fine. I'll just do what I do with everybody else and yell at you when I get on stage too.
Kaelinia Christaballs, everybody. Thank you so much, Caili. Have a
Thanks
good
for
night
having me.
tonight. Thank you. There we go. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
There we go.
In the right ear, and you're in the left ear. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's a classic case of schizophrenia or something like that. Yeah.
I actually thought that the mixer wasn't working before. I was like, I can only hear myself. And then I realized I remembered, I'm deaf in my right ear.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's put the half-deaf guy on audio.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am here, ladies and gentlemen, with MJ Wong.
MJ Wong, that's right.
And now the question I was just about to ask is, what is MJ short for?
My proper name, but when I first started comedy, I had my proper name, but I got recognised in an interview, and I thought, hey, maybe I should not share the same name, which I put on resumes to make 99% of my money.
Yeah. I feel your pain.
So that was basically it.
You don't want employers going, this guy says cunt a lot.
Yeah, exactly, basically, yeah. Telling stories about my dick or some whatever crap I used to do when I first started doing comedy.
Yeah.
And I still do, but to a lesser degree.
Of course. And you're from WA?
No, Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane, sorry.
Yes.
You can clearly tell I've got ADHD.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking listening to a
Yeah,
word you
I
said.
told you about 30 seconds ago. But
I know, yeah. I wasn't listening. I was already trying to think about a joke about your glasses because I
okay.
love your frames and
Really?
mine are
Well,
shit. But
they look basically the same. They're basically the same.
but look, mine have got these weird bowed arms. They look like they've
okay.
got fucking rickets.
Yeah, that's true. That is. You do look disabled with them to some degree. Yeah.
And you're out. So this is your first time
I'm
in this
from
room?
Brisbane. Yeah, first time in this room. So I'm from Brisbane. I'm actually
Yep.
taking a trip just to do all sorts of rooms across Sydney and Melbourne. So I just spent a week in Sydney doing
Nice.
shows.
How was that?
Amazing. The scene there is amazing. I think.
Is it nice doing comedy for smart people?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, is that a jab at Queensland or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
I'll pay that 'cause that's true. Yeah, but the rooms there were amazing. They're very supportive. I did the comedy lounge, which is probably one of the best rooms in the country. I did a real sweet run there, and so I'm coming to Melbourne here just hopefully to continue. I'm doing some pretty good shows here as well. So hopefully it'll be a good experience. But yeah, and then just to see what crowds are in different states, because different states have different sensibilities and stuff like that. Yeah.
And so this room, I'll just let you know up front, is a room full of largely young, kind of cool comedians who are not going to want to laugh at anything that you say.
Yeah, well, I think the cool might be stretching it a bit, okay, but but definitely young, yeah.
It's a fun room. I'm not going to lie.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
I'm a very, very new comedian. I've only been doing it a couple of years, but I actually love this room because it's kind of a controlled chaos kind of feel to it.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's been an attempted stabbing here twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, talk to me again when you're up to 5. That's Queensland standard. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's cool.
But,
Sean? Sean's on next? All right, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely get Sean on next. Absolutely.
yeah, this room is interesting. It kind of looks like a chapel where people get married, but instead it's where open micers tell dick and cunt jokes.
That's right, and probably where people have gotten divorced in the past as well.
Yeah. Like not the actual divorce, but definitely the steps, the first steps towards.
They've
divorce.
started paving their way towards divorce.
Absolutely.
Hang on, I'm just going to order a drink with my girlfriend.
Yeah, fair enough.
Literally just ordered a beer during a podcast.
Yeah,
That's
fair enough.
professional.
With your girlfriend / wench.
That is my. No, if anybody's in the wench in the relationship, it's me.
Oh, okay.
She's like a scientist. I'm a bicycle mechanic.
Bicycle. Oh, jeez. Okay, fair enough. So
Yeah.
this is like your small moment to shine, basically.
Basically, it's the
yeah.
only time she's not horrified. Actually, no, she's probably still horrified to be with me.
Yeah. Fair enough. I she did look a bit dead in the eye, so that does explain what was going on.
Well, she has to lie back and think of England a lot of the time.
Basically.
It's like, he's gonna get a real job one day. And where are you off to for after here?
No, well, I'm basically in Melbourne I'm probably until the end of the week, and I'm just going back home to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty exhausted from shows actually. Obviously in Brisbane, I do shows there probably 2-3 times a week, something like that at most. But I might be doing multiple shows every night.
Yep.
And because I've been on some pretty big shows, I've been doing like my gold material.
Yep.
So I really just hate my material.
So you actually have gold material. See, I aspire to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, when I say gold material, I mean this is material that I that I use at paid gigs, and
Right.
and I've been asked and I've been asked to come back. So I can only assume that it hasn't scared off their customers.
No, that's a good sign.
That must be good enough.
It's got to be a good sign.
To repeat again.
And so you still didn't say what the MJ stood for, though. Did you
my
do you
actual
not
name,
want to do
sorry.
that, mate?
No. Well, no. My first name's Martin, and my second name is not Japanese, Chinese.
Hey, you are not allowed to confuse that.
I know exactly.
If I confuse that, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, I know exactly. How can I possibly expect white
You're
people
like, I
to
don't know, it's
remember
some
my
kind of
name?
Asian name. Fuck.
Yeah, my mum's calling me right now, so
Just
no.
talk to her.
No, unfortunately, she just hung up, so that's.
Damn. That's all right. Because we do take calls online on the air on this
yeah.
first ever episode of this podcast.
Have you got a name yet, or is it really just you just got to spitball?
No, we have no idea. I wanted to call it the Green Room Podcast, but I don't know. I feel like that's probably been done.
Yeah, possibly. But
Yeah.
what would the idea be where you talk to like open micers before they do?
Yeah, we just chat to open micers because some of them are. There's a lot of them that are interesting. There's some that are funny. The majority of them are just fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's great to just give them a mic and just go, "This is going to be on the internet tomorrow."
Oh, okay, yeah. Just give them encouragement to continue with their ridiculous shenanigans.
Absolutely, yeah. And look, I can't hold myself in any way, shape, or form above them. I'm
Yeah.
literally one of them. So
Really, I don't know, man. I think you look pretty well held together. You have a significant other.
yeah, and
so
she
I
has a
think-
handicap, which is me.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, but I think you're underselling yourself. Really. I mean, you don't have any like obvious form of autism spectrum disorder, so I don't think you really fit.
No, actually,
the
I
mold.
do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, no, I totally do. Diagnosed. Yeah. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I think most people in this room would be happy to show you their projects.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I can't notice. I can't really notice it in my interaction with you. So I think the medication's working.
Well, I'm making eye contact, which only
Yeah.
happens on medication. But I also
Okay.
slept till noon today, and that's when I took my meds.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
fine for another like 2 or 3 hours.
Yes, because I think we're at the highest peak in the plasma at the moment. so
Definitely.
what's going on?
Yeah. No, the dexamphetamine is flowing
That's what I'm
freely. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, it's been lovely to talk to you and lovely
Yeah,
to meet you.
nice to meet
And
you.
good luck. I hope you earn enough to buy some socks. And
Yeah.
Like it'll all pay off for you.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, thanks a lot, man.
And yeah, have a good one.
See ya. All right. Sean, I think you said Sean.
I'm bad with names and faces. Thank you. And grab a microphone. There you go. You can take it out of the stand too. You're a comedian. You know how to hold a mic.
Awesome.
I'm here with Sean. Sean, do you go with the last name as well or not really?
Sean Bedlam.
Sean Bedlam?
How you going, man?
Fuck, your name should be Sean Mayhem and Bedlam. That's fucking a great name.
Well, it's a fun nickname.
Is it really your name?
No.
Ah, fuck. Now I'm just... No, but it should be.
No, there were two Seans in a large group of people. And
Yeah.
There was Sean Anarchy and Sean Bedlam to
I love
separate
it.
us.
And you guys should have started a band together. Or did you?
No, we didn't. He was in a band
Yeah.
called Hieronymus Bosch.
Oh,
Look,
that actually sounds familiar.
it's too much of a tangent. Like
We're all about tangents
a
here on
very-
this so far unnamed podcast.
a very obscure band from a long
Well, there was a
time
Breeders
ago.
song called Hieronymus. I remember that.
Hieronymus? No, that was the Clouds.
Oh, it was the fucking Clouds too. Oh, my God. Yes, and they had one of my favourite songs, Anthem,
There
which
you
I
go.
only played recently for my girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must be my vintage then. Let's just say,
yeah.
let's throw a year out. I'm a 72.
round about there.
Round about there. I tell people I'm in my
Round
late
about there.
30s, and they go, how late? And I go, 44.
I'm at the age where I don't talk about my age on
Fair
stage.
enough. Yeah.
It can only backfire and make
Yeah.
people concentrate on.
Absolutely. I do that about my
that.
income.
Yeah, well, it's not lying. It's protecting the audience.
That's right. You're changing the facts to protect the innocent.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
helping, and that's our job to facilitate
Absolutely.
an evening of
Yep.
pleasure.
And so have you done this room before?
Yeah, quite a few
Yeah.
times.
Okay. You're local?
No, I'm over the other side. Of
I'm only
Northcote.
asking because I'm bad with names and faces.
Yeah, right.
I may have seen you before. I just like, nah,
Yeah, no,
blocked him out.
I haven't been around for.
Okay.
This is my first night back
Ah,
at a
okay.
room for. I think it's about a year.
Okay. Yeah, I'm back. This is my 6th week back after about a year and a half layoff. I tell people
a year is cool. A year and a half, you're fucking garbage.
I tell
What
people I've
happened to
been
you?
doing comedy for 3 years, and it's like, yeah, no, I did it twice 3 years ago and 6 times recently. Oh, no, I had a marriage to fuck up in the meantime.
Well, look, see, normally you would say that having a life is more important than doing comedy, but
No, it's clearly not.
that's
clearly
not the case in your case at all.
What I was doing was generating material.
Generating material that you can later strip mine.
That's right. And so you're from northeastern Melbourne, like Northcote area?
Northcote,
Northcote,
yeah.
nice,
Well,
okay.
not from there. Anyway,
Where
that's
are
where
you
I
from?
live.
Where are you from?
Melbourne.
So 4 kilometres away from Northcote.
I'm from a cafe.
Ah, nice. Which one? No, I'm not going to ask that. That's getting too personal. I only ask because I stay
wear
in
black
Brunswick.
and
now.
I go to cafes. And that's it.
We just did a visual joke that's not even going to work on this show.
Yeah, no one's going to have any idea what's.
So you
happening.
haven't been here for a while. You're saying so you go
Been at the Mad Dog? No,
the
I
Mad
haven't.
Dog?
I haven't been anywhere for doing comedy, not doing stand up for.
What do you like about this room?
ages.
Or is it just the only one that's open
Nothing.
tonight
It's
that you
terrible.
can get into?
What a bunch of fucking idiots.
You
No,
do feel like you could get
It's
kind of
great.
robbed, couldn't you? Don't you?
No, well,
That guy definitely might rob us. I've actually
yeah.
performed with him
Evan
before.
Hocking
That's
is,
Evan Hocking.
He's trouble.
He is trouble.
Look out!
Yeah, look out. He's literally the lookout guy.
No, it's great. It's good. This room has survived
Yep.
too. Where a lot of open mic places have.
You know I'm going to
died
cut
in
you
the
short now
arse.
because Evan Hocking's walked in the room.
I was just getting emotional too.
No, fuck Evan. Yeah, no, fuck him. We'll just keep going. So, yeah, you're looking forward to tonight. Going to do some new stuff, obviously.
No,
Just the same old shit.
no way.
Just rehash that
There's
same old
no
shit.
way I'm doing anything new.
Excellent. Well, it's more. I think it's more environmental to reuse the same jokes.
Good. That's a good. Was that a joke?
No, that was
No.
a fucking bad
Sorry,
one, wasn't
I'm
it?
being a cunt.
It was fucking horrible.
I'm an asshole. I'm a bastard.
Don't ever
Sorry.
let anyone get away with a shitty joke like that in front of you.
Oh no! Well, you have to if you're going to be on the comedy scene. You've got to be forgiving and kind.
Because that's what comedians are like. Not.
Well, I don't know. What's a comedian like, really?
They're generally cunty. Look, let's face it. They can be a bit cunty.
Look,
We are the people who got
what
picked
they
on our
are-
entire schooling lives,
No,
and now
they're-
we've discovered our superpowers.
They're warriors of the spirit who've learned to use humour
Yes.
as a defence mechanism.
Yep.
And also as a way to be extremely cruel to people who don't deserve it. That's what
Very
makes
true.
it special.
Very, very true. That's absolutely, yeah, you're
nice,
completely
isn't it?
right. I got picked on my whole schooling life, mostly just because I had a South African accent, and I went to school in Wanturna. Can
I
you
would've
imagine how
picked
that
on
went?
you.
Yeah, I've
South African accent.
I would have. I was
that
literally. I was at that school 2 weeks, and I was walking around going, "Fuck, what's going on, mate? How the fuck are ya?" Because I was like, no, I'm not talking like a South African anymore.
It's good. That's beautiful. It's good. It's good. It's good to go to school and hide your intelligence from the other kids.
I didn't have to hide anything. So.
It's got to be careful that you don't also hide it from the teachers.
Couple. I like real quick. Sorry, Sean.
We're all sorry.
Scott, Simon.
Sean.
Terrible.
That's
I'm not even
fine.
listening.
It's
I'm
okay.
not even listening.
That's okay.
My
It's a
headphones,
very
these
busy
headphones,
environment.
they're not even plugged in.
Look, it's hard to be present
It is hard to be
in
present.
2017.
Well, it's been good to meet you, and good luck tonight. You're going up tonight?
Yes, I am jumping up tonight.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon. Can
Thanks,
you just
Jeffrey.
tap Evan on Jeffrey?
See what I did there?
Just tap Evan. Yeah, I did see that.
I'll grab Evan.
Just tap Evan on the shoulder as you go past. Got to take them off. All good. Evan Hocking, ladies and gentlemen, the man himself. That's the 5-minute warning that's being yelled into our ears.
It is,
How are you,
mate.
Evan?
Yeah, I'm very well. How
My
are
name's
you?
Billy.
Yeah, good to meet you, mate.
I
I'll
actually
see you
opened
around.
for
I've seen
you at the
around.
Red Door.
Yeah. Oh, that was before.
Before your comedies? Yes.
Yeah, I was very stressed after that show. The
You looked
show
stressed.
was the show
I'm not gonna
was well, it needed a lot of work. Well, I had the
Hey, I'm a brand new stand-up comedian. I remember sitting there and just going, yep, there's no fucking way I can ever do this gig.
So what have you been up to, mate?
Oh man, I just started a new job up here in Hoppers. I'm living with my girlfriend in Brunswick sometimes. I'm looking after my kid in Torquay. I'm all over the
so
fucking
you
show.
are all over the joint.
I am
Yeah,
literally.
yeah. So you're just sitting on a couch relaxing for...
This is the most I've sat down in months.
Great. Fantastic. Good,
How
mate.
was the festival?
It was great, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, I was out in...
I've seen some video clips of you online.
Yeah. I
Love
sort of
them.
Cut up a little video from the last show, which was good fun.
Yep.
I was happy with how the show came together. Actually, like I said, I was stressing. I was about to... I didn't know what I was about to go to the Westgate and jump off after that trial show. I actually had to go back over the Westgate. So I was
I'm not
lucky
going
I
to lie,
didn't
that
do
was a shitty room that night. There was there was only like a small number of people.
It was all right,
there.
but I know I started with the show. I had to restructure it. And,
Yeah.
I was happy with how it came together in the end. So yeah.
I did also realise I was watching that night and going, okay, I not only have to be able to make a story funny, I actually have to have a story because you have a story.
Well, you don't have to
That's
have
a
story.
fucking funny
You don't-
story.
Yeah. I mean, that helped. And then the thing was trying to, weave the story in and then take people away from it and come back to it. And that was the hard work I had to do in that 2.5 weeks before.
So as an absolute amateur beginner, are you a joke writer? Or do you... I feel like you're more a storyteller because you're a funny storyteller, obviously.
I think I probably started more as a joke. I think I am a joke writer. So the story thing scares me. That's why I was shitting myself over festival because I thought I'm not... I don't think I'm a story... A lot of my stories are shorter sort of jokes. Mixed into... Yeah, so I work hard to put as many jokes into a story as I can. Yeah. So that's why I was shitting myself.
I'm not going to lie, you looked scared, but you did well. I was thoroughly entertained.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, the finished product was a lot better.
I should have come along to that, but I have no money and no free time.
No, that's all right.
This is my main gig.
You should have let us know, mate. I would have put you on the door.
Oh, no, I literally would have had to bring my child with me.
That's all right.
Although you don't say cunt that much, it would have been all right.
My niece, she went to her first comedy show. It was my show, and she is... Well, she's 9 months old now, but she was probably about 7 months old at the time. So that was her first comedy show.
And she loved it?
She saw Uncle Ev's comedy show. So that's... Yeah. She had a ball, mate. Well, she didn't fall asleep. Or cry,
good.
So that's good.
Well, if she didn't fall asleep or cry, then you're doing great.
That's a win from a 7-month-old kid. Yeah.
And so what's going on for you in the near future?
What am I doing? A lot of sporting gigs coming up, trying new material. Obviously, you've got to think about next year's festival and change things up a bit. Going back to Port Douglas in July to do a show at a theatre my show in theatre up there.
Yep.
So 21st
That'll
of
be
July,
fun.
Friday.
Yep.
Get tickets at www.plymouththeatre.com.au.
Shameless plug. Insert here. Sorry, no, I will actually. Well,
so if you know anyone in
probably
Port
even put a
Douglas,
link on for you.
Could do that. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never actually been to Port Douglas. I should check it out. I hear it's warm.
Mate. It's beautiful.
Not like this fucking shithole.
No, well, it's turned Melbourne's winters hit us, but no, Port's beautiful. Great spot.
And you're going up tonight?
I
hope so. I mean, I would be offended if you didn't.
No, well, I didn't have a gig locked in tonight, so I thought I didn't realise. I'm dead set only about 5 minutes from here. It's great.
And you were like, it's either an AA meeting or Mad Dog.
Yeah,
so you like booze, so
plus
fuck.
I was
AA.
sitting at home, and I thought, well, let's get out of the house, hey?
Yeah. Hey, why not?
Come cruise on the couch. Your couch is comfier than mine as well.
I actually I sat down on this couch in the middle of a joke a couple of weeks ago and then realised I actually couldn't really get back up. I got a lot of the arthritis in me.
Yeah.
And I recorded it on my phone, as I believe you should do, and I got up and you can hear me go like, in the middle of a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Mike's giving us the nod. I think we're done here, Evan.
Beautiful.
Lovely to talk to you, and
mate,
good luck.
Care, right?
And I can't wait to open for you again.
Legend. Thanks, mate. Thanks,
Cheers, mate. Take it easy.
Cheers.
Bye.